Hey, Tanya Bigelow here with the word of today. And the word of the day is stultify. Now, stultify means tending to stifle enthusiasm, initiative, or freedom of action. And I thought that word was very intriguing because I know most people overall won't necessarily purposefully cause someone to stop. Like they won't purposely stifle someone's enthusiasm or work to restrict a person's actions. But there are times when that happens. And where I've noticed it more specifically is when people are trying to stop someone from doing something that they are afraid of. So I have a quick story. I was going through one of my ebbs and flows of starting a business, not being in business, starting a business, and not being in business. And I shared with a very close friend of mine that I was thinking about going back and, going back and relaunching and, things of that sort. And I could hear the fear of me doing that in their voice. And it wasn't that I hadn't been successful or that it was going to be, hard. Well, let's just start. It will be hard, but I think moreover, they were sharing from their perspective their fear of launching a product or launching a business and putting themselves and their voice out there. And I thought, you know, while initially it kind of pulled, I pulled back and I didn't like the feeling, but I also understood that it was just their want and desire to protect me. And so then I thought it was very endearing and I had empathy for them. And I just kind of allowed them the opportunity to just share. And I didn't have a reason or a defense. I just listened and, said, okay, thank you for sharing. But, you have people who may stultify you because they are afraid of what you're about to do. That may be empowering. Or we as human beings are typically self stultifying, which means we actually stop ourselves from the freedom of action. We stop our own enthusiasm and we dull it. And for a myriad of reasons, it gets too hard, it's too complicated, you don't know what the next steps are. I assert we get into our heads and we allow those limiting beliefs to overpower and speak more loudly than what we know in our hearts to be true. And at the end of the day, whatever new endeavor we're going to start, it's going to be hard, it's going to be challenging, just like it was when you first started walking, just like it was when you first started talking, just like it was when you first started crawling. But the difference is, as a baby, right, when we see a baby starting to walk and crawl, everybody around them is rooting for them. Go ahead, baby. You can do it. Stand up. And even when the baby falls, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Get back up and try it again. So I assert that if we would learn how to not show up in that space so we don't stifle someone's enthusiasm, so that we don't dull someone else's life, so that we don't impede somebody else's progress, so that we don't show up as a negative voice in someone's ear and thwart them from doing the things that they say that they want to do in life. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully you understand a little bit more about stultifying, but also you want to not show up like that in the world. I am Tanya Bigelow. I just want to say thank you for listening, and please remember to make sure you have a great rest of your day.